Hey everybody, it's Xander and welcome back to Shining Song Starnova. Than last we left off. Well, the Hansen trip is about to begin. But, as is the battle for the center. And, as if to make things worse, not only are these fine individuals all ready and raring to compete, Sasami seems a little bit more reluctant. But now, apparently, one of them has to sit in the front next to me. Well, this should be, entertaining, I hope. Uh-oh. Well, I guess I can be navigator then. Why are you inching the crowd? Bree took shotgun while the rest of the girls piled into the van. Oh, well, that was actually surprisingly easy. Huh. Weird. By the way, producer, you're not one of those people who goes totally crazy behind the wheels, right? What? Me? No way. Figures. Vikun's too much of a plain yogurt kind of guy to have such a wild side to him. I would resent that if it wasn't true. I feel completely safe with him at the wheel. Indeed, while I was sorry to disappoint anyone expecting a comical initial D homage in the preceding scene, I was a conservative driver who obeyed the speed limit and had zero motivation to pull off a drift on the 7-seater van around any cliffside hairpin curves. Once everyone put on their seatbelts, he departed the office. Fucking blindingly bright bullshit. We drove along to the destination. Something like this can be fun too, eh? I don't even know the last time I got on a trip with a bunch of friends like this. Maybe not since the high school trip when I was in the second year of high school. Oh, since the school trip, and then high school came later. Okay. Yeah, come to think of it, did any of you guys do that? No. I stopped going to school, starting from the middle school. I had to work come before school. Actually, it was the same here too. I jumped out near the beginning of third year middle school. No way. That's sad. What's sad? I would have just been wasting time in class and I already had a career in the idol business. What about the rest of the team? Of course I finished high school. I was really into idols back then. Guess I had a pretty normal school life, just wandering through without a care. But it struck me at the time I became a schoolgirl. The fuck? I happened to see an idol performance on TV and I thought to myself, I gotta do this. So after graduating, I packed my rucksack and set off for the city to find my fortune. I heard that young people were leaving the countryside, but I had no idea someone from the countryside would actually join a Tokyo talent agency. Weren't you scared of leaving everything behind, Natan? I wasn't too bothered. As long as I had the clothes on my back and some guts, I reckon things would turn out alright. What about you, Mika-chan? I had trouble leaving my bedroom sometimes. Okay. Indeed, this one has completed what the light pillars refer to as secondary education. Those were dark days indeed, where this one was pulled from the cover of darkness every morning and forced to infiltrate the Cathedral of Light. I had to go outside and there were people there that scared me. The road was long, and this one's graduation was what my birth mother referred to as one of the signs of God's existence in heaven. And so she was really happy to see you graduate? More like shocked, I'm guessing. No. No. Yeah, I never was there at school, I guess. I guess I was one of those girls people would call a delinquent back then. As expected, the top bitch of Starnova. Oh, shut your brat trap shit, lolly. Anyways, I guess I scraped by. I don't really remember anything useful from school, though. Few do. Not that any of that matters. Doesn't exactly need to be a rocket scientist to be an idol. As for myself, my parents placed me in a private school for girls. As expected of the rich, huh? But I had always known my true calling was to be a performer. Unfortunately, the closest educational track my school offered was a choir club. Thus, following graduation, I undertook private vocal and dance lessons on my own initiative. It must have been challenging trying to become an idol without your parents' approval. Well, Nem is an adult now. You can't live under your parents forever, regardless of how rich they are. Hearing the girls talk about their high school life got me reminiscing. Embarrassing, my memories of my late adolescence came rushing back to mind. I shook my head. Maybe it was better if I didn't share what happened back then. No, really. Do go on. I'll pull out the tea. Besides, all that was ancient history now. Neither here nor there. Hey. They're gonna inquire, aren't they? A smug smile overcame Maria. What about you, producer-san? Surely a guy like you enjoyed a wholesome high school life, no? Well, pretty much. My high school life was overall uneventful. It's not like I ever won the sports festival or sat in student council or anything like that. But I was never a problem student either. What a generic description. Ouch. Ow. That's, what a generic description. What are you, one of those faceless self-insert characters in Rogues? Or what? Almost every harem anime ever? But you admit the pivotal truth, Black Knight. Speak. How in the days of your youth you two were a devotee to the dark? In other words, you were an otaku like me. I nearly caused the van to swerve. But Mika, that's all in the past now. The girls came onto me like a bunch of sharks drawn to a droplet of blood. So we do something like that as a kid. Well, that doesn't surprise me at all. Hey, producer, were you one of those guys who bought 100 copies of your favorite Idol CDs or something? Oh, you think I'm loaded or something? Of course I didn't have enough money to do things like that. I know it sounds weird coming from Pro Idol, but I honestly don't understand why anyone would throw the money away to the winds doing stuff like that. Meh, if it moves money, who really cares? They're just showing their support to you, that's all. Idol Oda really are pathetic. Oi, oi, Maria, you shouldn't be saying stuff like that out loud. Whatever, not like anyone's gonna hear. Hey, don't sweat it. I know we'll have to stick to the script and the paparazzi are buzzing around. It's nice to have a producer who really understands idols, though, isn't it? I don't know. It's not just girls who sign on to the idol industry believing the stuff they see on television and then get wrecked when they see how things work in the real world. If you're gonna survive in this world, you gotta be ruthless. Ruthless. Just because you're a mega idol Oda doesn't mean you have the chops to survive in the business. Nah, I guess it's just the way the world is. I'm sorry to interrupt you. The dark. Hey, producer-san, does that mean your layer is filled with potions of your Oshimen? I don't know what Oda or Oshimen means. These are terms I've never encountered. Look here, you're making it like I'm some weirdo. Yes! I have some industry-related memorabilia. Yeah, and my figurines are just memorabilia. I mean, they totally are. What the fuck went on? But I'm sure it's nowhere as bad as you're imagining. So just who's your Oshimen? I'm afraid that's classified. Not even a clue. Hey, producer-san, what type of girl do you like? Was this some pop quiz? Silence suddenly fell upon the van as the girls looked at me inquisitively. I could feel their gazes boring into me like a dozen drills. Oh, what a pickle peacoot! Shut up, not. Perhaps this is an eroge. This would be the part where I had to click on one of the girls' faces to raise their flag. Wait, as if. Better just keep my eyes on the road. Ugh. A good-looking girl with a good personality. Nice cop-out, bitch. Listen. As much as this industry loves to peddle whatever character types moving cash, real people can't be simplified to a certain type. Just a convenient shortcut people like to take to avoid getting to know someone. True. It's like what you guys said. The real world isn't like what you see on television. Screw the real world. 2D banzai! Mika, she's a lost cause. Just let her go. No, I have no idea what you're saying. Producer-san always talks about such intellectual things. You're cute, kid. Apparently bored by where the conversation diverted, the girls started talking about something else. Looks like I managed to successfully change the subject. Ellipses. But wait, could that just mean the girls didn't care which girl I liked the most? Oh, of course. Why would any of them care about the producers' interest in women? I swallowed the irrational disappointment in my throat and focused on driving. There's a rock. Another one. Huh. Ellipses. Oh, fuck off. After an hour's drive up the mountains, we arrived at the onsen inn. President Okada and Kodama arrived in their car as well. Oh. Hello, my kitties. God, why is this guy here? Oi, he's your dance instructor, isn't he? It's like we'll have to be on the lookout for peepers while we're taking our bath in. This isn't middle school, you know. Don't worry, Aki-chan. I'll keep the young men occupied so that you can relax with peace of mind. Yeah. Collars, leashes, and the lot. Not in the kinky way either, you know. That would at least be fun. And what? We sharked into the inn and went to our rooms. Meanwhile, unknown to me, a black conspiracy was brewing in the girls' room. Huh. Usagi. Those are the times finally come. Listen here. This is where the battle begins. Only one of us is going to pick the center after this, and that girl is going to be me. Ah, foolish lolly. Sorry to burst your bubble, but there's no way a real man's gonna get excited by that kid body of yours. Or that really just disturbing, like, Emoto-chan fucking act. That's just disturbing. I think I reused that word, actually. But redundancy is my thing, so... Well, I say thing. It's more like a contagion, a disease. Cut it out. You know, the two of you middle schoolers or something. Well, I mean, Aki certainly looks the part. Ara. Perhaps his son is a boob man. Okay, their fan service. Nemu kept her under boob in their palms and pondered to herself whether they were big enough to brainwash Yusa-san into selecting her as a center. Perhaps I shall give him a visual inspection to determine whether these are worthy of the center of Starnova. Worthy to be the center of gravity that all orbits around, I suppose. Got pheromone overdose. Oh no. Fools! You care for nothing but your earthly bodies. But connections are born of feelings, not lust. This one understands the producer's inner desires, his deepest secrets, his passion. For he is not merely producer-san, but Black Knight, bringer of the Knight's Opera. Not like Ghost Opera in Camelot. But it is I who shall earn his trust and become the party leader. Yeah, that's enough from Chuni-chan over there. Thank you, Aki. For once, I actually agree with you. You're cute, don't worry. Everyone, you're all just playing to trick Ryuza-san into picking you as a center, aren't you? Playing with someone's feelings is wrong. And with that said, are we missing someone? Where's Natsuki? It feels unusually quiet somehow. Like we're missing the biggest mouth in the group. Yeah, where's the ginger? Natan? I sat in my room as the Kadama and President Adakata left to tour the area. Given how much I worked the past 2 months, I wasn't that eager to walk around the mountains with them. Sure was tough getting this far, but at least Starnova was doing well for now. I mean, plus, if you're just going to sit in your room and relax a little bit, you had this fantastic view to look out over. Just order some tea, kick on the AC or something, and just relax. Just bullshit daytime television on, so that's not going to do any good. Unless, of course, it's like background noise. Although, sometimes background noise turns into insufferable bullshit with some early, daytime talk shows. Fuck that shit. I knew that our victory was temporary at best. Nowadays, idol groups rose and collapsed in the blink of an eye. But for now, things seem to be proceeding all right. The door to the room slid open. Eh? Are you finished with the tour already? Oh, what am I gonna see? What am I gonna see? I'm just gonna... Oh. Okay, she's wearing a cat with Cheetos. Okay. Natan, huh? Is there something you needed? No. I was just checking on Piku to make sure he's doing alright. Yeah, you can try and play innocent all you want, Ginger, but no. Me? Natan nodded vigorously before plopping down beside me. Okay. I recalled the discussion I had with Natan right before our first photo shoot. Was she still talking about that? Yeah, well, I'm still hanging in there. Okay, what was that terrible response? Difficult, to say the least. Yeah, what was I saying? I couldn't believe I was getting flustered by Natan of all people. Piku's been working hard for all his sakes, eh? Stop inching closer. And don't shout when you're that close either. I know, the time will give Pikun a back rub. I've started the question, get out. Day? Hey, Natan, there's no need. Despite my reluctance, Natan crawled behind me on all fours and began to squeeze my shoulders. Cue the Special Victims Unit. Yes, was that the? I haven't watched the show in fucking years. I think it's the SVU thing, yeah. Oh, the little fucking Law and Order. How did I fuck that up that badly? Whatever. Something wrong. Natan just crawled behind me on all fours and began to squeeze my shoulders. There. Your tongue sticking out. Yep. There. Let the tensions just float away. An incredible sensation reverberated in my shoulder as the rest of my body. I held my breath and tried to refrain from making any further strange noises. With each knee, Natan melted away the tension of my muscles. I could feel relaxation flow down from my back and pool in my lower gut. An involuntary smile came to my face and I closed my eyes in bliss. How's that? Oh yeah, that's good. You want some more of this? Man. This is Natan's special technique. My jaw dropped and my eyes rolled up into my skull in wonder as Natan squeezed the sides of my neck. Uh-oh. I'm just gazing over the different responses. Not sure if she could go the same length. Disappointed. Yeah. Unimpressed. Murder. Just look into those vacant pools of darkness, the inky pits of despair and vile hatred. Meanwhile, the rest of the girls up against the other side of the door. Aki pressed ear to the door. What are they doing in there? Can you hear anything? Why am I here too? Everyone. Unbelievable noise and soon began to leak from the thin paper door. Pikun's so firm. He's hard as a rock. There we go. I knew the language was there for more than just to be suggestive for the reader. It had to, of course, be setting up for something else. Don't worry, Natan will take care of the tension. Gotta make everything all nice and loose again. Uh-oh, Natan. Oh, you like that, do you? Oh, you're the best. Ooh, this technique was passed after my grandmother to my mother to me, just for this special day. Oh, wow. Jeez, don't stop. Ooh, Pikun, you're all mine. Color drained from the girls' faces as the scandalous words oozed from the room. Has Natan already turned Producer-san into... What happened to you? No way. I didn't know Natan was that kind of girl. That was fast. Does Natan have some special move? Or is Producer-san just a total pushover? I mean, kind of. Ooh, but Black Knight, how could you fall so easily? I'm scared. Mommy, please. Producer-san. Oh. Okay. I got about 10 times better. Somebody save me. Everyone came crashing into the room as Nemu slammed the door open. She didn't bring her knife, did she? Oh, it's everyone. Oi, what are you guys doing? Be careful. The others looked on with disbelief to see Natan sitting behind me with her hands on my shoulders. So it was just a back massage, huh? Of course it was. What the hell did you guys think it was, you idiots? Has something happened? Why am I sent to the room? Oh, right. I forgot that she kind of just clicks in and out of personalities. Oh. Oi, what do you mean? Do you not carry over your memories when you're in your yandere mode? I'm sorry, but I didn't fully understand your question. Unbelievable. Thank goodness. It was only a back massage. Eh? The goody two-shoes finally admits to playing the game too. No, I simply believe Producer would never take advantage of one of his talents so easily. That is so. Black Knight is a man of honor. He will not lay with a girl unless their feelings were in any matter. It is clear such event scenes require maxed out affection values. Why would not come to pass so early? I have no idea what you girls are talking about. Anyways, let's not make a scene here. I don't really want to know what kind of understanding you had of the situation, but let me clear that it was wrong. Okay. Don't mind them, Bikun. Suddenly the Tan leaned over and wrapped her arms around my neck. I can give another massage anytime you want. Heart. Even against the wall of angry women before me, I couldn't protest against the Tan's offer. Those back rubs were intense. In all my life, I never felt anything quite like them. Granted, I'd never had my back massaged. Same. Much less by a girl. Okay, well that's kind of a given. So I wouldn't know what they're normally supposed to feel like. But I felt this Tan's technique went above and beyond the average masseuse. As expected of a country girl, she had a firm grip and a master of domestic arts. Okay then. Aki looked on enraged, and the Tan proudly smiled at having won my favor. This isn't over yet. Everyone knows the horse that pulls ahead first isn't the winner. With that, Aki stomped away with the rest of the girls dispersing after her. The Tan affection point plus one. What? Wait, what? I didn't even do anything to get that. There were no options or anything, so was it just a joke? Or am I gonna get the option later to, like, after this whole... You're just gonna start setting up the... Well, further setting up the, getting to know each of the girl... One of the girls more, you know... in particular, or something? I'm confused. Right, well, I'm going to end the episode here, so thank you very much for watching. I've enjoyed, and I will see you next time.